And you hit again.
Oh, nice.
He is looking very injured. Bleeding on the floor.
I like Procon when he stops talking so much.
Boris.
Procan speaks in many ways, my son, and I would like to use the
hammer
handle. I'd like to use the hammer handle to attempt to finish off the captain with one little attack.
Do it.
What hammer?
Advantage.
Advantage. Well, let's say I'm not using the shield, so I can use versatile.
Seems fair.
Actually.
You knock him down, but he is still conscious, just barely. Like, there's like blood running down his face. He seems a bit dazed, but he's still standing.
Bow to Procon's will, damn it! Bow!
This poor guy is like bowing, bleeding, just like.
Submit to Procan.
Everyone's dead except for him.
I don't think I can do anything with the bonus action, so that will be it. Actually, let me check real quick. No, I can only bless him. Never mind.
No! No blessings! Burn! Sacred fire!
It's an action.
He gets up, he sees that he is completely alone. And he says,
humiliated.
If I have to die, I'm going to take you all with me. And he inhales some air, and you can see, like, at the back of his throat, some fire ignite, and he breathes out just a wreath of fire. Hitting not Janice, but these two.
Okay. 15 dex.
That's brutal, man.
Danger sense.
You have danger sense, yes. Because you definitely see that coming.
That's a lot of damage.
Emotional damage!
I think I give him some emotional damage.
Nice.
And he just stands there clutching his arm that's just dangling down because Stolgik broke it probably. And looks at Stolgik.
Go for the knees!
I don't need knees to talk to him.
Exactly.
Just gonna keep hitting him with the butt of the axe.
Everyone's just standing around this guy like,
Have you got the scene of Kung Pao in your head too? Because that's what I've got. Everyone beating him with the sticks. I'm about to do the big jumping attack with the two hands. Great weapon master. He's not prone anymore, is he?
He's not prone anymore, no.
don't do great weapon. It's gonna miss.
Damn.
I do it.
It's fine.
He's not prone yet?
Manages to... No, he's not prone anymore. He stood up. Sorry, I need to get rid of the prone.
Oh!
And you just knock him out. There you go. Alright.
Give it a quick.
I'm gonna quickly run over to the doors and just roll up rows and just close the doors.
Alright. Okay, but you also notice that his breath has made some of the crates catch fire.
Yes. Let's get out of here. Yes.
Oh, hang on a minute. Can we just try and put this out? How bad is the fire?
Figure it out, yeah.
I think I heard that the backup is on the way.
Well, if we want to interrogate this man, we need to take him somewhere now, and we need to do it fast.
I'll take the kids. I'll take the commander. You take your bloody rose. And let's get out of here.
Take out the bag of holding. Put him in.
You can put the kid.
Wait, Put the bag of holding within the bag of holding I've got.
No.
You don't have time.
Extra dimensionally light. Only for $5.95.
So do you try to put out the fire?
Well, if we're leaving, no, because that'll cause a distraction for the guards to come here.
Alright.
If everyone's fine with that idea, I mean.
Yeah. It's not out of their house.
Can I quickly search some of these crates?
No.
Shucks.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna drop the kid's body to the bag of holding.
Yeah, that is no problem.
We've got 10 minutes.
He's dead already.
I still pass without a trace on, right? So if everyone wants to sneak, then by all means.
You do. Thanks to pass without a trace, you get out of there reasonably easily. And you just slink into the back alleys and vanish out of sight. Where do you want to go? It is the middle of the night. Oh, like it's yeah, it's about the middle of the night right now.
We either go to the
I mean,
priest.
the streets are completely empty. That's the thing. Like the streets are genuinely empty because everyone is terrified still of the lantern ghost murderer.
Well, we either go to the priest or we go to the goddamn drunken crab. Take a pick. I mean, it won't be suspicious if we go to the drunken crab, but a lot of people will see us. So I say priest.
Yeah, I say priest as well because I don't know, bringing a commander unconscious into the public areas.
No, we get a room, we close the door, you know, all that stuff. But
I don't think that one got the rooms.
oh no, it didn't. You're right.
We can't keep arguing. Let's go.
All right, to the priest. Go, go, go.
We will find refuge in Procans' house. Let's go. To the house of Procan.
Cover my eyes, like just like go into the back alleys. I am the knight.
Okay. All right. You make your way to the priest without too many issues and without getting spotted by anyone because you are. Huh?
Well, she just said we've made it, so it's fine. It was close enough.
It really wasn't far.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, the priest is fairly close to where you had this encounter.
Next to burning warehouse.
Hey man, you know, close to the crime scene is probably the safest place, right?
It's a 5-minute sprint. That's fairly far.
As you run away, it takes you about. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to hurry, it takes you about 15 minutes to get there. As you run away, you. This is great. You can actually hear the town bells in the distance start to ring because it is a fire there. But you make it. You like knock on the door. It takes a few minutes before you hear his voice. Yeah. Yes.
Before he even like starts like saying anything, I'm just gonna like kind of slide the door open, like no time, please let us in.
The door is locked.
Oh really? Oh, come on, man.
I'm gonna get over and knock on the door. In the name of Procan, my brother, open up.
Yeah, you can hear him like quickly undoing like 20 locks that he has, and he like opens the door. Come in. What are you carrying? Just closes the door quickly behind you.
I'm just gonna dump the captain out on the ground immediately. And hope he's alive.
He's fine.
Oh, thank God.
Use this, and I'm gonna throw a chain over the lock to shock you.
What is this? He just still stands in front. Like he closed the door, but he still stands in front of the door, like stares at the guard captain that is now in his room. And he's like, what did you do?
I'm gonna come over to the priest, like grab his shoulders. Believe me, brother, it is the will of Procan. Just trust us on this one. We also brought someone else.
Why are you chaining up a guard captain? What happened?
I'm gonna ignore the question. I'm just gonna get the body of the kid out of the bag of holding.
I'm gonna go up to the priest and put my hand over his mouth like, shh.
He like gasps as he sees the body and like rushes over to fuss over it. And he like looks over and you can see that he's, you know, putting the pieces together. And he just shakes his head and says, What happened?
Well, you wanted answers.
Well, yes, but not... You attacked the guards?
No.
No?
Kitty did.
And that didn't work. So I shot them.
Then what happened to him? Why are you chaining him up?
Because he attacked us.
We need answers.
What? He called me a fiend. He's a heretic. He must be purged.
He like stares at you guys like with horror in his eyes and just falls into one of the chairs and just sits there like...
We need to help.
Obviously out for a bit, you know. He's like trying to... He's an old man. This is a bit much for him.
Look, old man, just sit down, shut up, and we'll do the rest, alright? This won't take long.
Dennis, help me with the kid. Put him on the table or the bed. Come on.
Alright, I'm gonna help Blonde. Grab the legs.
Can I like try to persuade the old man, just like patting him on the shoulder and be like, trust us, we're good people.
This is for the good.
Give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Alright.
Wait, why disadvantage?
Because you just brought in a guard captain and you're chaining him up.
What is holding the axe?
He seems to be calming down and he mumbles something along the line of I'm sure there's a good explanation for this.
It is the Procan's will.
He seems to relax a bit. He still doesn't seem to fully trust you, but at least he's, for the meantime, not gonna scream bloody murder or anything. Like, he's just sitting there watching you for now. Not quite sure, but also a bit more relaxed.
But the captain's alive. Anyway, we're gonna occupy the bed. I'm gonna lay the body on the bed and proceed with the raise dead ritual.
Alright.
And I'll be out for about an hour.
Yeah.
Could use a short rest.
Well, Shogeg.
You can't short rest while you...
No, not me, not the others.
Oh, yeah.
No, the captains. We need answers from the captain first. While you're raising the guy, we'll talk to Cap.
Good.
I looked at Shogeg and I put my hand on his shoulder like, this one's yours, buddy.
With a twist.
Are you sure?
Sure as sure could be. I'm gonna go into the old man and just like start patting him on the head like shh.
The old man gets up, like he starts to both assist with resurrecting his friend because he's obviously interested in that. But he also, starts to like clean the wounds of the captain a little bit, addressing the worst bits.
Why are you doing that? He's the enemy.
Because he's not the enemy. He's a guard captain.
Hey, for all we know, he's the one behind this.
Besides, he's a prisoner.
And these wounds might help in interrogation.
At the very least, he deserves to be treated.
Well, look, there might be more wounds by the end of this. That's all I'm saying.
They're better not. And he like sternly looks at you.
Sure. Right. I look at Shogeg and I just give him a wink.
Are you sure about this?
Look, if I need to step in, I'll step in, but you just...
Just gonna immediately backhand the captain.
Boris would stop chanting for a second. Boris would stop chanting for a second after hearing the slap. Oh, it's stopping. Oh, no. Just continue.
Oh shit! I'm looking at something. The priest like jumps up and says, "What do you think you're doing?" And like basically gets between Stolgig and the still unconscious guy.
Look, we're just trying to wake him up. Will you calm down?
Well, this is not how you're going to wake him up.
Look, all this nonsense is going to alert the guards. Sit down, shut up, let us talk to the man.
You can hear him curse, and he just turns his back to you and kneels down, puts his hand on the captain's chest and closes his eyes. And you see the familiar light of a cure wound spell just spread out across the captain, and he wakes up with a few HP.
Well, why didn't you do that earlier?
He looks up at the priest. Is it, oh god, priest? And the guy looks down at him and says, "Oh, you're awake? Now, can someone please explain to me what is going on?"
I'm gonna look down at the captain.
He sort of steps back though. He lets you guys talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna look down at the captain and just be like, one side of that fire breath, and I'm gonna cut your head straight off.
He looks up to you and he squints and says, "You."
Who?
What are you doing to the priest?
Or me?
Us both, I think. I'm just gonna crouch over him.
Listen, I don't care what you want, but just leave the priest out of this, alright?
He's a friend, he's fine.
He's fine. He's good.
We're good people.
Yeah, we had a nice chat.
You, though. I don't know about you.
You are murderous!
Well, so are you. What's up with that guy? I'm gonna point at the character Boris is trying to resurrect.
Well, he was a convicted murderer who has been put to death. Not much I have to do with that.
Please.
Now, unchain me this instant! And he, tries to wriggle out. He's not really trying to get out, he just rattles them.
Did you just chain the old guy?
No.
Old guy's fine.
Old guy's fine. We're talking to the captain.
The old guy, pipes up and he says, "Murderers?" And the Dragonborn looks at him and he says, "Yes, these maniacs killed the guards that were watching over the body. And then several of my guards when we came to investigate."
Alright, look, now this is getting out of hand. Priest, sit the hell down again. Shut up. I don't care about your guards. We need answers. You need to speak. Alright, now listen to Stogig, or you get the backhand again.
The priest, again steps in and he's like, What do you mean? You murdered guards. I sent you to investigate, not to murder anybody.
Look, we went to investigate.
Death in this place.
Couldn't reach the body. We had to reach the body in our own cause.
And you thought murdering people for that would be a good idea?
Well, it got us where we needed to go.
All that means is that there are now more families mourning, more corpses on the street.
Oh, look, alright.
I should have never asked you for help.
As far as I'm concerned, if these guards are involved, then we've murdered evil people, okay? That's what we're here to find out.
People?
Look, you're not listening to me, alright? You're just going...
Guards are here to protect
you're
us.
being pedantic.
We are enforcing the law.
No. You're being pedantic. I don't like it. Quit stressing out. Sit down. Alright?
I am not going to sit down. You are going to unchain him this second.
Look, did you want answers or not?
I want answers. I don't want more corpses.
I'm not going to kill the captain. But
then
I will
unchain him
if
now.
you don't let me talk to him.
Unchain him. I can see that I was wrong in asking you for help.
I can tell you right now, if I unchain this man, we're not going to get any answers, and this whole thing was just not even worth the time.
Quest failed.
Maniacs like you should be in prison.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This whole town is full of maniacs, all right?
Yes.
Get over it.
And I'm trying to make it better. But you are certainly not helping with that.
Look.
Now unchain him. And he like tries to go for the key.
I'm gonna step right in front of him like, this is your last chance for any sort of answers. You let this man walk away, they're gone. That's it.
I'm going
Done.
to grapple.
You're going to grapple him?
Going him from behind with a full Nelson.
Alright, you just go in. He's an old man. There's really nothing he can do. And you just grab him. And he's like, unhand me now, you fiends! Let go of me!
Just gonna drag him to the room with Boris, wherever Boris is.
It's the same room.
Yeah.
Keep him in your corner. Just push him away.
Like the captain of the floor is like, leave the old man alone, you cowards!
Look. Captain, me and you knew how to have a word. You're not giving us answers. We were doing this as well as we could, and now it's just escalated. So either you give us answers or it escalates more.
I think it escalated when you murdered my guards.
Yes, because, you know, you guys are trying to hide, you know, probably a crime that you all committed and that you're trying to hide, and now we're trying to figure it out. But you're just not willingly... Look, as far as we know, that killer is still on the loose. Correct?
Not as far as we know. We know.
Yes, well, okay. We know.
We know.
Alright, let me read some specifics real quick.
Stolgig and Janice just going back and forth, going, we know.
We know. We know, right? We know. Yeah, we know. Of course. Right, right. And then I'll look to the camera like, we know.
That's like a Dora the Explorer. Can you see the evidence?
I was thinking more Shaun of the Dead. Like, we know, right? Yeah, we know. Of course. Yeah, we know. We know. At the same time, we just both looked at the captain like, we know.
All right. He just stares up at you and he says, for all I know, you are the killers yourself. Just trying to hide something and frame someone else.
So you admit the killer is still on the loose then?
Well, there are multiple people here. So I assume you guys are, I don't know, trying to do the same thing as that guy did. And he like motions to the corpse.
Yes. We're trying to kill you as a lantern killer to revive the lantern killer who was killing people as the What?
We came on a boat today. We don't know what's going on.
Stogie! Look, what he said matters not, alright? And I can tell you right now, we're not the killers.
He sort of looks at Stolgig and you can actually see him look a bit surprised.
What?
What? Now look. We're not the killers. We're trying to find out who the killers are. Okay? Or the killer, this lantern killer. Now you hung this man yesterday, yes?
Well, I was the one who found him. Crouched over the corpse of one of his victims, so yes.
So then why are there still murders happening?
There are?
You of the Captain Guard should know, shouldn't you?
He shakes his head and he says, I've not heard of any murders happening after we hung him.
Well, I've certainly heard of murders. And I've been here for not even a day. How do I know and you don't? Doesn't put my faith in the guard too high.
Frowns a bit. But he doesn't. Give me a perception check. Just give me a perception check.
Or an insight?
Or an insight check, yes.
Or both? Alright.
Okay. Alright, he frowns and he doesn't look surprised. Well, he doesn't look surprised, but he more looks like something he was worried about got confirmed than he actually knew about it beforehand. If that makes sense.
Alright, I'm gonna like kneel down, kind of look the guard captain straight in the eyes, and just like be like, "What are you not telling me, Captain?" So your look of concern isn't so convincing.
He looks at you and he just shakes his head and he says, "I don't have anything to say to murderers."
Stop trying to hide your lies behind what has occurred here.
What lies? I have not lied to you.
So,
all I know is that you have murdered some guards, you attacked us when we came to investigate, you've killed more of my guards.
Look, all I hear is you...
all I know, captured this poor man over there.
Stop
and you are trying to probably resurrect a convicted murderer.
Situation. I'm sitting here telling you that there are still murders happening and you're avoiding the question. Now give me an answer, because I can tell you have something to tell and you're not telling. Now I can get Stolgeg back over here, or you can sit here and talk. Right, Stolgeg? And I look over to Stolgeg.
give me an intimidation check.
Eating a pie, reading Art of War
Shit.
again.
Why with the pie?
For all I know, you are just as guilty as the murderer.
See, you're not really giving me a convincing argument as to why you don't know about the murders. You're just repeating yourself over and over again because you feel backed into a corner, which means you have something to hide, which means you're not telling me, which means I have to, probably go to higher, measures to get it out of you. And I don't want to do that, so I'm going to ask you one more time, what are you not telling me?
He just stares at you, and you can see that he just he just despises you. He has zero respect for you, and he has no intention of talking to you.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
Are there any insects in the room?
Are there any insects in the room?
Yeah, any swarm type insects like cockroaches or spiders or crickets or
you can probably find a few spiders, maybe even a few cockroaches if you look hard enough.
Here you go, speak with animals.
I would like to speak with the critters.
Right.
And I would like to explain to them, I'm trying to extract information from this man, but I cannot harm him. So I would like you to swarm him. And then just keep swarming him until he becomes uncomfortable enough to tell us the information.
They seem to be a bit confused about the whole information thing, but they do understand that you want them to just basically get a few of their friends and just run up and down this guy who's on the floor.
And I'll offer them a pie, a whole pie, in return.
They tell you to give them a minute, and one of them hurries up, and then you can all just hear the crackling of a lot of tiny feet, and a pretty sizable cockroach swarm just comes out from the storeboard and starts to head right for the poor guy on the floor and basically get everywhere, all in his clothes, and just run over him. And you can hear the priest scream in horror. And he says, "What are you doing?"